All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Tuesday Night Thrive. As usual, we love to do it big. Every single Tuesday night, we give you guys value. It's just a giant mentorship call, okay? A giant mentorship call that's going to help you elevate your life, elevate your mindset, elevate your skill sets, elevate everything so that you can take your life to the next level. I'm going to open up this chat right now. I'm going to make sure everyone's muted as well. I heard somebody talking. I don't know here. Let me mute all. There we go. All right. Sweet. So type in the chat if you guys are fired up for tonight's Thrive Call. I want to see who's excited. Who's excited to get some value? All right. Let's see who's fired up. Let's go. I love it. Type in where you're calling from too. I want to see where everybody's calling in from. Let's get it. Let's get it. Colorado, Wisconsin, Minnesota. Love it. We got a lot of Wisconsin and Minnesota in here. New York, New Zealand, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Arizona, Cali, Idaho. Let's go, guys. Texas. Awesome. Well, for those of you that don't know me, my name's AJ Sandberg. I'm a Platinum 5000 with I Am Mastery Academy. I've been with the company for 3 years now. And, we started doing these Thrive calls a few months ago because I wanted to just give back and give value to people, some of the information that I've learned over the last 7 years. But what's been able to happen is that we've been able to attract a lot of big leaders within this industry onto these calls and to just elevate it even more and give even more value to everybody on the team and everybody around the world. And so I'm excited for tonight because this is by far the biggest star that we have ever had on Tuesday Night Thrive. And just the man you're going to hear from is amazing. I mean, he's one of the reasons why I'm at where I'm at. I mean, I've literally studied this man for years now and just figured out what he knows that I don't know. And I've even gotten to rub shoulders with him. I spent time with him on a 100-foot yacht down in Miami and had a blast and got to, just ask him a lot of questions about how he was able to have the success that he's had at such a young age. So for those of you that don't know who's talking on this call, it's Mr. Alex Morton. And, not only is he the vice president of this company, but he's the reason why all of us are here today. He's the one that personally recruited Joey Wilson, who I'm going to pass the call over to in just a second here so he can kind of share a little bit of backstory about Alex and why this call is so powerful and so important. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take literally the next 60 seconds and then pass it to Joey. But I want you over the next 60 seconds, guys, to be hitting every single person on this team up. There is no reason that anybody within your organization should not be on this call right now. They're going to receive some of the most important, valuable information that's going to help them get their life to the next level. So make sure you're hitting everybody up right now while I'm giving you some time before we pass this thing to Alex. But guys, this is the guy. Alex is the guy that recruited Joey, brought Joey into this company. And, Joey's been following him for years and he'll tell that story. But it's cool that all of us are here because of Alex and because of Joey. And these guys have just paved the path for us to, really have financial freedom and do something different with our lives. And I'm blessed for it. I mean, this company has changed my life. The leadership that we have has changed my life. And I just can't express enough gratitude. I'm literally just on this call because I'm blessed, right? And to think, now 3 years later, Platinum 5000, a lot of people have come through the organization, but it's not about me anymore. And that's why we bring in these top stars so that you guys can learn from them, because it's not about me. It's about how can we get a bunch of other people to the next level, right? And so, yeah, it'd be great to hit Chairman 10, but what's even cooler to me is seeing people hit P2000 within Team Ambition, right? Seeing P5000s pop within Team Ambition, new Chairman 10s that aren't even me. I love seeing other success stories because I know if they can do it, I can do it too. And so this is going to be a powerful call, guys. So just housekeeping, turn your phones off. If you're on your phone, turn the notifications off and just be present on this call. I promise you, you're not going to want to miss any of the information that you're about to receive. So turn the notifications off, dial in, and, make sure that you ain't got anything else going on. Note takers and money makers, get your pen and paper out. And with that being said, I'm going to pass it over to Mr. Joey Wilson to introduce the star that we have coming on tonight. So take it over, boss.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. Let's go, guys. Hey, listen, I just want to say congratulations. This last week was massive, and so many of you have stepped up in such a big way, and your teams are exploding right now. Crypto's exploding right now. Stocks are exploding right now. Ambition is exploding right now. I Am Mastery Academy is exploding right now. Okay, type $signs, type fire, fire, fire in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. I was part of a previous company from 22 years old to 28 years old, guys. And I've known Alex for years. And when I was 22, 23 years old, he was in another company making around 90,000 a month. And here I was making 2,000 a month. I'm like, we're both from the Midwest. We're both the same age. What is he doing that I'm not doing? And I had to figure it out. I was determined. And so I reached out to him and we built a relationship, and time passed and I watched this dude get featured in Rolling Stone, get featured in Forbes magazine, become the vice president of this company and the highest income earner for the millennials in the entire industry. And so I'm just watching this. I'm like, this is crazy. What is going on right now? Unbelievable. And the beginning of 2018, he was in Minnesota for the Super Bowl. And I reached out to him and I said, hey, listen, man, I'd love to sit down and see what you got going on, because he's posting success story after success story. I'm like, this is just nuts. And we met up with him and he laid out the plan on a napkin. And he said, if you want to run with us, we'll crush it together. And the stars aligned. And when I saw what was really going on here, I couldn't go back to my previous company and tell them I got the deal anymore, because I didn't. This was the deal. And I walked away from a solid full-time income over there to partner with Alex and partner with this company, because I knew this was the deal and I wanted to capitalize on it. I wanted to get my piece of the pie, and that's exactly what we're doing. And this is the new wave. Everybody on this call right now, there's 130 of you. This is the new wave, and this is where it starts right here today. Okay, with Alex coming on here and sharing his vision of how he got to where he got to and where this company is going, but then leading into I Am Convention, and then leading into the end of the year, we're going to crush it out and then be full speed ahead in 2022. And so, guys, Alex is the best of the best. I'm blessed to be able to work with him personally and get mentored by him. And we wouldn't be where we are without this guy. So real quick, I'm going to pass it over to Alex Morton and let him rip it from here, guys. So type $signs in the chat for Alex Morton.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Let me turn this air off. Super excited to be here tonight with every single one of you. I'm getting cleaned up tonight, so I apologize about the roughness. I just spent some time in Portugal, Turkey, Greece, and then we had a leadership retreat in Mexico. And I just want to say I'm super proud of, everybody on this call, AJ Sandberg, Kessler, Tyler, all of the leaders on the line right now. Obviously, Mr. Joey Wilson, he has grown such a tremendous amount from when I met him at the Super Bowl a couple years ago to where he is today, six-figure monthly earner, doing amazing things, and staying humble and staying coachable and really getting excited for, what's to come, and really focusing on helping all of you guys create the lives that you want to create. So listen, I've been in the industry now since 2011, and I've seen a lot of things happen. I've been a part of a couple of different companies, and I can tell you, I actually just got off the phone with Kyle Lowe this morning, our COO, Chief Operating Officer. We are launching some amazing things. One of those things is going to be a teaser, and I shouldn't really share this with all of you guys on the call, but let's just say we have a new product vertical launching in soft launch in Houston. Hopefully you guys are going to Houston really quick. Drop some ones in the chat if you have everything set for Houston, Texas. I Am United Convention. Listen, I don't know everybody on the call, but I will say this. If you desire 2022 to be a great year financially for you, for your family, for your team, you must attend I Am United. We have people, I want you guys to understand something. Last weekend for our Mexico retreat for the Latin market, I want you guys to understand hunger for a second here. All right. I have nothing planned tonight. I'm just going to talk for 30 to 40 minutes and that's going to be that. Okay. And hopefully you guys can learn a couple things from my experience, my story, and some knowledge I'm going to give you guys here today. Argentina, listen, Argentina's borders were closed. I want you guys to understand something. Argentina's borders were closed, so our Chairman 25s, Chairman 10s, and P2s could not get to Mexico. The airport was shut down. I have a video on my phone. I will send it to Joey. I am not making this up. Let me tell you what hunger is. People at nighttime, our team, I didn't know this till today. I got a video. They got on a mini power boat, and they snuck across the border on a boat between, I can't make this up, Argentina and Paraguay in the middle of the night. They snuck across a country line and then boarded a flight to fly to Mexico to learn to go to the next level in their life and in their business. Okay, that is dedication. I mean, seriously, Greg Hudson said, yo, this is crazy. Guys, I saw that. I'm like, yo, this is insane. We're crossing illegal borders to get to a convention to learn about how to go to the next level in their business. To me, I'm like, man, after that story, you guys in Wisconsin, you guys in Minnesota, you guys in Ohio, you guys in, Florida, you guys in, Kentucky, wherever you are, let me tell you something. You have absolutely no excuse to not be in Houston. In fact, I'm going to be real with you. If I personally sponsored you, I'm going to be real. And this is me talking normal guy, Nike sweatshirt. I made over $50 million in network marketing. Okay. Listen, if I personally sponsored you and you live in America and you did not show up to I Am United convention, unless you had a funeral, I would probably delete your phone number out of my phone. If you're a builder, if your customer is, I'm like, you know what, it's okay. But if you're a builder and you have a convention in Houston, Texas, where Yvonne Tapia, David Emaniti, myself, Bryce Thompson, Joey Wilson, Matthew Rosa, Jason Brown, I want to say ET is confirmed as well. And we have a very special guest who's going to get interviewed on stage. I can't tell you the rapper's name, but let's just say he's a big boss. Okay, he's a big boss, right? If you didn't show up to that event, I'm telling you right now, you are not committed whatsoever to the business. I'm going to get off that topic in a second because I know we have people on here that might just be your goal is to make an extra $1,000 a month, and that's cool. But I'm telling you guys right now, you got to get to I Am United convention 100 million%. Period. End of story. So we'll put that over here for a second. Now I want to share with you guys tonight that success is a process. Success is a process. Okay. Joey Wilson, the reason why he's making the money he's making is because he had to grow through and go through lots of challenges, obstacles, ups and downs. Every great company, every Nike, Apple, Amazon, Uber, okay, Netflix, right? There are uptrends and there are downtrends, just like in the market. You guys are seeing Bitcoin right now. Someone told me it's about to go to 65K a coin. 3-4 months ago, it was at 22K. And people are selling, oh my gosh, it's over. China's going to delete it out of the world, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you got to be patient. And you got to stay consistent. It's going to go right back up. Guys, it's 65,000 a coin. My insiders are telling me 100K a coin by the end of the year. Then it's going to dip back down. Then more money's going to get into it. In 2022, this sucker's going to 200K a coin. All right. So here's my point. If you're on this call and your business is up, phenomenal. If it's about the same, phenomenal. If it's in the downtrend the last couple weeks or months, phenomenal. It's an opportunity for you to grow, get better, learn, and advance. My first 12 months in network marketing, I made less than $16,000 over 12 months. I was working 15 hours a day, the business. Everybody told me no. Everybody told me to get out of their face. Everybody told me it was a scam, right? See, most people would give up. They would say, you know what, this isn't for me. I'm just going to go work at the bank. I'm just going to go get my master's degree because that's what everybody's doing, right? I didn't give up the dream. Year 2, made $100,000. Year 3, wound up making $1 million combined with years 1, 2, and 3. So this is my point. If you get knocked down 10 times, dude, get up 11 times. I'm not trying to be cliche or give you motivation tonight. That's the God honest truth. All right. I made millions of dollars prior to this company, and everything crashed for me right before I joined I Am I Am Mastery Academy. Okay. So my point is that you can learn, you can grow, you can advance, and you can continually get better and better and better and better. So I want to share with you guys a few things tonight about getting back into momentum, right? Everybody wants to get back into momentum. Okay. Joey Wilson, phenomenal leader, AJ, Tyler, Kessler, all of these guys, all of these young ladies that are doing great things. All right. You got to keep going through the process. So I want to share something tonight about momentum. I want you guys to write this down. Momentum equals. I'm going to give you guys the momentum blueprint right now, because that's what you want to get back into. See, some of you, it was end of summer, weather's nice, y'all been chilling, and that's okay. I'm not here to say everyone's got to work like an AJ Sandberg. Everybody's got to work like a Joey Wilson. I'm not saying that. But if you have massive goals and dreams and desires for this company and success for your future family, listen, you have to put in the work. So let's talk about momentum here. Okay, number one is hunger. Okay, it's going to be hunger plus something else. Hunger. You need to think tonight. You need to think tonight about why you're doing this business, why you're really doing this business, because some of you're distracted right now. I'm not with you right now, but I know you're distracted right now. You're focused on looking at NBA opening night. Oh, I got to watch the Bucks play. I got to watch LeBron play tonight. I got to check on Ben Simmons. Is he going to play tonight? You guys are so concerned about the NBA. Why are you concerned about the NBA? These guys are making 5, 6, 10, $20 million a year, putting the ball through a hoop. I'm a big sports guy. Joey knows that. We met at the Super Bowl. I'm a big sports guy, right? I don't watch every game, right? I'm focused. Some of you are distracted right now. Some of you are so focused on fantasy football, fantasy baseball, fantasy basketball, right? Because you see Jason Brown's in 15 different leagues. Okay, Jason Brown is a chairman 750. If he wants to play fantasy cheerleading, he can go do that. You get what I'm saying right now? So hunger, right? Hunger. People say, well, Alex, how do you build hunger? Two ways you build hunger. Ready? Number one, defining what you want. Okay. The car you see me sitting in, I wanted this really bad. I wanted it really, really bad for different reasons. Some of the reasons were positive reasons. Some of the reasons were just to shut everybody up. Okay. But I wanted it real. I clearly understood what it is I desired. Back in the day, I wanted to really live at this place called Porsche Design Tower, the first place I ever lived with my fiance. I wanted it really, really bad. That's why I could show the plane 16 times a day. That's why I could do the things I was doing, work 7 days a week, right? Sacrificing, working, doing what I was doing. Number two is, who do you want to help? Okay. Everybody on this call, there are people in your lives you would like to help, whether it's your grandparents, whether it's your parents, whether it's your siblings. Okay. Money does not equal happiness, but money gives you options, and options to me helps you create happiness in your life. Okay. Christmas is coming up soon. Are you financially able to buy your family what it is they want? Okay. Because for many, many years, I could not get my mom what it is she wanted. Do you understand? And it wasn't about a Chanel bag. It was the fact that I wanted, as the oldest son in the family, the only son in the family, I wanted to be able to give my mother, my only mother, right? Who carried me for 9 months and raised me to the best ability she could raise me. I wanted to make sure I could give my mom exactly what she wanted when holiday season came around. And it took me 3 years full time in this industry to be able to get her exactly what she wanted. So again, hunger. Answer these questions tonight for all of you. What do I clearly want? Who do I really want to help? This is what I will tell you. I Am Mastery Academy is the greatest financial vehicle, all right, ever, literally ever, in the industry of network marketing. And what we're launching in Houston, I'll give you a hint, planes, trains, hotels, cars, all of that. I think I might have gave it away there. Okay. A lot of you are familiar with that industry. Hint, hint. All right. When we launch this thing, dude, it's so all over. It's all over. I was talking to somebody that came from a travel company earlier this year on the phone today. And he's like, dude, I'm telling you right now, when that thing goes, it's a wrap. It's totally all over. Nobody will ever quit the business. Everybody will stay on auto ship. It's not like trading. They're not going to lose money. Okay. They're not going to make stupid, dumb trading calls and blow their little accounts. This is something that is so sticky. It's like dumping honey on your hands and then pushing them together with some super glue. That's how sticky it's going to make your business. Now, when this launches in 2022, do you want a small business or do you want a big business? Okay, you want a big business, right? So again, momentum equals number one, hunger right now, plus what are we going to plus this thing with? Plus your teachability index. Let me explain here. Your teachability index. All right. How well do you listen to somebody that has what you want and they give you a direction? How well do you follow that direction? Because my first year in this industry, when I made under 16K, and then year two, I made 113K. The only thing that changed is that Alex stopped listening to himself and started taking advice from the upline mentors who proved they knew what they were talking about. So when you say, hey, AJ, how do I go P5000? And AJ says, let me see how many meetings you have booked out for this next week. All right, it's Tuesday today. You guys, I see some of you are in living rooms watching. Hunter is in a living room with a bunch of people, which is super cool, right? People are getting together now. What's up, everybody? How many times today have you showed the plan? Okay, this morning I had 2 calls. I'm on right here with you guys. Okay, I'm doing a call with the Canada team tonight. I'm doing my Instagram. By the way, write this at 8 o'clock tonight, Pacific time. 8 o'clock tonight, Pacific time. I'm going to go on Instagram Live talking about the fundamentals of building a global brand to increase your income. Hopefully all of you are on that call as well. So my point is that, you know, I think my total number of calls today was 6. Some days I've done less than 6. Some days I've done more than 6. But here's my question to you. As a chairman of Elite, I'm doing 6 calls today. Okay. And I don't say this to make anybody feel bad because that's not my purpose here. My purpose is if I'm doing that at Chairman Elite, what are you doing at P150? What are you doing at P600? Okay. How many times are you showing the plan? When I was making $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 a month in my first company, I was showing the plan so many times every day. I had no idea how many times I was showing the plan. And I'm talking about driving to meetings, meeting people at Einstein's Bagel, meeting people at Starbucks, meeting people at Panera Bread. Some of you know Panera Bread because you're from the Midwest. Okay. That's what I was doing. Okay. How bad do you want it? And don't sit there and say, man, this is just motivation. All the leaders say the same thing. They talk about the belief system. They talk about hunger. They talk about desire, right? Guys, but that's the keys to success. That's the keys to success. 95% of you creating Chairman 10 in your life, $10,000 a month, has to do with the spiritual side of success. All right. This car was built in somebody's mind. This phone was built in somebody's mind. Nike was built in somebody's mind. You can't argue this. This is just the way it is. We live in a universe of energy. We live in a universe of no coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a greater good. Okay. So you going Chairman 10, you got to understand this stuff. So again, momentum equals hunger plus your teachability index. Okay. How teachable are you? How coachable are you? Right. If AJ says, Alex, how do I get to $10,000 a month? And I say, you have to do five to 6 nights a week. You got to do a presentation on Zoom or in person in Minnesota or Wisconsin. If I told him that, he said, okay, I got it. That means his teachable index is a 10. But if he doesn't go do 5-6 nights a week meetings, that means his coachability is a 0. 10 times 0 is what? You guessed it, 0. You can't have 10 and then have 0. It doesn't work like that. Success is 100. Okay, you need 100. Okay, when my mentor Bob Proctor, okay, back in the day and even today, when he used to tell me to do something, I would do it because I knew he had the results that I wanted in his life, and he understood the business that I was in that I wanted to excel in. So again, momentum equals hunger plus teachable and coachable. You don't listen to Alex Morton because Alex Morton's special. No, I'm no more special than you. We're all exactly the same. Just because someone makes more money than you doesn't mean they're a better human being than you. In fact, there's a lot of rich people who are evil ass people. Okay. Just because someone has money doesn't mean they're a good human being. Okay. You listen to people because they have results that you do not have yet in the physical world. When I watch a Grant Cardone video and he talks about a certain topic, and I know that in the month of October, he's closed already $1 billion in real estate transactions. I know, like what? I listen to him when he talks about the apartment forecast in a certain state. Or he says, hey man, Vegas is a great place to buy right now because everyone's moving to Vegas because California's on drugs with their tax laws. Vegas is a great place to buy. I say, okay, Grant's saying it. I'm probably going to think that's a true statement because he understands real estate at a very high level, right? So when your mentors, Kessler, Tyler, AJ, Joey, right? I'm saying their names a lot, but there's a lot of other great leaders in this Team Ambition organization. Okay. You need to tap in and listen to what they're saying. And then you have to take action. You have to take action on those things. So again, momentum equals hunger, all right, plus teachable and coachable, right? If you're with me so far, type some ones in the chat. If you're getting some information tonight, the numbers keep going up, which is incredible. Okay. We're almost at 200 live on here right now. Okay. Type some ones in the chat. Okay. Now you're going to take hunger plus teachable and coachable, and now you're going to times it. You're going to times it by something called your belief system. Okay. Your belief system. And this goes back to this thing called the reticular activating system. Some of you have heard this before. Listen, I had a 2.9 GPA in high school. I went to Arizona State University. All right. I did not score the highest SAT score in the state of Ohio. All right. I'm telling you guys right now, you do not have to be a brainiac to go become financially free or independent. You have to understand a couple things, but you do not have to be, quote unquote, the smartest person in the world to get rich. All right. So the reticular activating system is the part of our brain that notices things. Okay. I want you guys to understand something. Did you ever want something super, super bad? Maybe like a car, like, oh, I wanted a BMW so bad. I wanted a BMW so bad. And before you got the BMW, you never really saw BMWs anywhere. And the second you get the BMW, all of a sudden you see the car everywhere. Or you wanted a pair of Nikes so bad, right? You wanted a pair of Nikes so bad. And the second you get them, you start noticing so many people are wearing the same Nike shoes you're wearing. The shoes were always there. The cars were always there. Okay, I remember when I got this car, I thought the same thing. And all of a sudden I see Cullinans now I go to Miami, they're friggin' everywhere. Okay. It's our brain wasn't seeing them back then. Now our brain is focused on that right now, and it brings it closer to us. So why is that important? Well, if you want to bring your goals closer to you for their attainment, what do you need to do? You need to program this RAS. Tony Robbins teaches this, the reticular activating system. So how do we do that? Write this down. We do that by our belief system. Okay. And how do we do that? Well, our belief system is created by three things: the things we see, the things we hear, and the things we experience. All right. The things we see, hear, and experience. So why is this important? Well, convention's coming up. What are you gonna see and hear and experience in Houston, Texas with Christopher Terry? Okay, what are you gonna see, hear, and experience in Houston, Texas with the highest paid Latino in the world, the highest paid African American in the world, the highest paid partnership in the world of network marketing, the highest paid African American millennial in the world of network marketing, okay, the highest paid person, I believe, in the world of network marketing? What do you think you're going to experience there? Your soul is going to be lit on fire, and there's enough energy. Remember, energy is caught, not taught, right? So you have to catch it. Okay, how do you catch it? You got to be around it. How do you be around it? You show up. All right, you show up. So a couple things on that. Number one, convention is massively important. Number two is, if I walked in your apartment right now in Wisconsin or Minnesota or Michigan or Ohio or Florida, am I going to see where you are today or where you're going to go tomorrow? Okay. Am I going to see where you are today or where you're going tomorrow? You got to always be focused on where it is you're going. I watched a great interview last night. It was Ed Milet. I know Joey's a fan of Ed Milet as well. Ed Milet was talking with Dean Graziosi, who's Tony Robbins' real estate partner. And they were talking about how even when you're super successful, like Ed Milet's worth like $400 or $500 million. He's got a great family, homes all over the world. He's a brand new jet. And the question he got was, why are you still working? And he said, it's not about that I need to go get another dollar. He said, it's about growing. Like, our soul is always looking to express itself in a higher vibrational frequency. You can only do that when you're growing as a person. Okay. So you want to always make sure whatever your goal is, you want to take, say your goal is a lighthouse. You want to always take your lighthouse and move it 100 yards in front of you, in your relationships, in your business, in your health, right? He was talking about how his first marriage failed. I'm getting off topic here. I'll go back in a second, but he was talking about how his first marriage failed and how his second marriage, he said, I wake up every day and I think to myself, I got to find a way to make her fall more in love with me. make her more attracted to me, make her respect me even more, give her even more, right? Tony Robbins said, if you treat the relationship like the first week, if you treat a relationship like the beginning, there will never be an end. You understand? Business is the same way, okay? If you feel content right now with your 2K, your 5K, some of you 10K, even 100K for Joe. I know he's not content. And I was with Juan Diego last weekend. He's at 300 grand a month. And we're talking about how to increase, how to go to Chairman 500, right? So you do this by always throwing your goals even more out in front of you, okay? So this is what I want you guys to focus on. I want you guys tonight, again, to write down, number one, why you're doing this business, redefine it. Number two, write out who you want to help through the income you're going to generate through this business. Okay. I want you to also check yourself. You know, Ice Cube, some of you were way too young for that. I was barely old enough to remember, but he had to start check yourself before you wreck yourself, right? I want you to write down ask yourself, man, on a scale of 1 to 10, how teachable and coachable am I really? Am I really? Right? Like when Joey, by the way, if you're making 6 figures a month in network marketing, guys, you are in the top 1%. That is absolutely a fact. I think at 25K a month, you're actually in the top 1%. So at 100K a month, dude, you're in the top 0.002%. Okay. So how well do you listen to what someone says, advice? I'm going to give you guys some advice here in a little bit. How well do you take the advice and actually apply it? Because we grew up as kids. I grew up in Ohio, very close to where some of you guys grew up. We grew up to where if we got a good test score, we were smart. If we got a bad test score, we were dumb. Then we grow up and we realize, actually, if we got a good test score, it means our memory was good for one day. Our memory was bad for one day. And then they stopped judging kids so much on these stupid standardized tests. Some states outlawed standardized testing because they said it's not fair, because if a kid has an attention disorder, or if a kid has a bad memory or didn't eat breakfast, he's not going to score. It's not fair, right? So the point is that all right, you got to understand you can learn this information and you can completely change where you are in your business right now. So again, writing down, hey, this is exactly what I want. These are my goals. This is who I want to help. This is who I want to help, right? I understand I can succeed in this business. You got to understand that I can succeed in this business, all right? And you got to stop telling yourself any story that's holding you back. Well, my parents work 9 to 5s, they make 50K a year. That's just the way it is, right? My grandparents, they worked until they were 67 years old. Then they retired. They went to Europe one time. They came back and then they passed away. That's just going to be it for me, okay? And treat the business, for some of you that have been in the business for a while, treat the business like you did, with the same level of excitement as you did when you first got in. What was your hunger like at P150? What was your hunger like at P600? What was your hunger like at P1000? Right? You got to tap back into that energy, right? That energy. Okay, think about Kevin Hart, The Rock, Drake. These guys are at the top. They've been at the top of the top of the top for what, 10 decades now, man? Like decades, and they still find ways to get motivated, get inspired, and go produce more for the world, because they understand that growth and contribution is the name of the game. All right. And here's some guidance now. Ready? That was kind of the spiritual stuff. Here's some guidance for the rest of the year. Write this down. Prospect 5 people a day. For the rest of the year, you prospect. People say, well, I want to build the business. I want it so bad. But then you don't even talk to 5 people a day. How do you expect to excel if you can't do one of the first fundamentals of building the business? Talking to 5 new people a day. In case you guys haven't realized, the world is very quickly changing. In America, they're talking about AI, which are robots, by the way, for some of you that are just not really paying attention at all what's going on, which is totally fine. Okay. They're saying AI is going to replace 40% of the workforce, which is like people that work, which is probably a lot of our families. 40% of the workforce is going to be replaced by AI robots in the next 5 years. So what does that mean? Most jobs are going to be gone. Like every restaurant is going to be iPads or a new version of an iPad, and they're going to be dropping food from machines on the plates for us. Lord knows how many masks they're going to make us wear in 5 years. So my point is that you have an opportunity of a lifetime. I read I'll stop here in a little bit. I'll pass it back to Joey. I read my dad actually reposted this tweet. It was from a massive financial guru. And it said today, he said, He said for the next 5 months, you should tell your family you'll see them in 5 months. This is obviously a joke. He said, tell your friends you're dead. This is serious. I'm not making this up. Tell your friends you're dead. Kiss your friends, kiss your family and say, I'll see you guys in 6 months. And he said, you should lock yourself in a room with a computer with Wi-Fi, a cryptocurrency active account, all right, and make generational wealth. He said over the next 6 to 12 months is going to be one of the best times in human history. This, by the way, this isn't just made up stuff. This is real. You guys can look today and look at Bitcoin today. And he said, your family and friends will be there. He said, opportunities for generational wealth are finite. You never know. You never know when those opportunities, okay, are going to be gone. Right now, you guys have an opportunity of a lifetime to create financial wealth for you and your family. If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just being honest with you. I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you if that doesn't make you excited. Okay. This company is exploding all over the world. All right. January 1, everyone's going to have surplus of money from the holidays. Everyone's making the new year, new me goals every year, at least in America for the last millions of years. The 2 top goals is to lose weight and make more money. Okay. And we can help people make more money. And then they can buy their gym membership and go lose some weight. Okay. So you guys have an unbelievable opportunity. I'm excited to be working with this team a lot closer going forward. For those of you that get to Houston, maybe we can set up, some type of special situation or, some meet and greet thing with everybody from Team Ambition and my brother, Joey Wilson. Listen, this thing's going to the top. I promise you that. And also understand people come and go. Situations arise, challenges arise, and sometimes things just happen, okay? And you got to keep moving forward. You got to keep pressing forward. You got to listen, I'm going to show you guys something right now. You see how small, one second. You see how small the rear view mirror is right here? I want you guys to see this? See the rear view mirror? I'm going to close with this, Joey. This is the rear view mirror. Tell me, type 111 if you understand this is the rear view mirror. All right? There's a reason why the rear view mirror is my thumb to my pinky. You understand? Look how big my front windshield is. You understand that? You see how big this is? You know why? Because you're not supposed to look behind you. You're supposed to look forward. That's what successful people do. They don't, last year and 2 years ago, I was in a business and it didn't work out. I was in a relationship and it wasn't very good. That's not what successful people do. They look forward. Chris Terry never talks about the past. Bob Proctor literally tries to forget the past. You understand? Always look forward so you can see where you're going. Last thing, when Tej is on here, what's up, Tej? Another great leader. All right. Horses and horse racing, Kentucky Derby. Before they get to race, they strap a thing on the horse's head, and it's called blinders. They cover the horse's eyesight. They cannot look right or left. Google this right now. I'm not making this up. You know why they do that? Because the horse only can look forward. Because that's where the horse needs to run. Not behind, not to the left, not to the right. You need to look forward. That's what I want you guys to do for the rest of the year. Prospect 5 people a day. Show the plan at least minimum twice a day. Okay? Tap into every Zoom call. And I want you guys to get off this call. And if you're not booked to Houston, Texas, buy your dang ticket. Buy your ticket. Do whatever it takes to meet us in Houston, okay? First weekend of November. Lives are going to change there, and it's going to be absolutely incredible. So, Joey, I love you, man. I'm proud of you. And everybody else on here, I appreciate you guys. Hey, 8 o'clock Pacific tonight. I'm going to be on Instagram Live. I hope you join me. I'm going to be talking about how to build a global brand to increase your income in 2022 completely for free, obviously. I will see you guys there. Peace.
Let's go, baby. I appreciate it, Alex. And I hope you guys got some value out of that. And for real, let's get on his Instagram Live, guys. If you're free at 8 p.m., whatever time he said, I think that was Pacific time, 8 p.m. Pacific time, get on that Instagram Live and soak up as much as you can from him. So A lot of what I know and what I do is just by watching him and seeing how he works. I mean, like I said, from when I was 22 years old all the way through, I just watched him. I said, dude, okay, this is how he's working and this is where he's at today. One of, if not the highest paid network marketer in the entire industry of the world. Dude, I just got to follow and just do what he's doing. And then I'll get somewhere close to where he's going. So, but one thing he was talking about is energy, right? Look back to any wave of momentum we've ever had, any wave of momentum that you've ever had. It was the energy. You got to double down, quadruple down on the energy. And that's what real leaders do. That's what the top earners do. They're able to transfer the energy to their groups. You see me making videos all the time. You see Alex Morton going live on his Instagram all the time. You see the energy. Do the same thing for your teams. Get them fired up, get excited, lead from the front. And I'm telling you, you guys will create an absolute monster of a business, and you guys will be walking stage at I Am Convention as a brand new chairman in the company. So I'm just so excited for where this is going. I wanted to get Alex on here to just share with you his heart and what's on his mind. He's the best of the best, and now we're going to go out there. We're going to hammer it out leading into I Am Convention. He said it. Get to I Am Convention, whatever it takes. If you got to max out a credit card, if you got to sell the Xbox, whatever you have to do, just get there. I remember we could, a lot of us, AJ, a lot of people on this call could have a story about, what we did. Greg Hudson, a lot of these guys, we've been to a lot of these events. It is a game changer. And we've packed the cars and took road trips. We've packed the hotel rooms. If you need to find a strategy, reach out to your upline and strategize whatever you have to do to get to this event. It could be the one event that literally changes your life, and you're going to walk out completely on fire, and you will literally go cruising right through all of the ranks. That's how it happens. I don't know who it's going to be, but some of you are actually going to go do that. And this company is about to go from 400 million last year to over $1 billion this year. And I'm just telling you, and I already had the conversation with my wife. Some of you need to talk to your girlfriend or your spouse and maybe let them know what's about to happen. It's about to get real. And I'm about to go tunnel vision, MIA for a season, because I'm getting my piece of this pie. I will not be left behind. But you know what's going to have to happen? I can't leave you guys behind. We have to help as many people as possible win. And like Alex was talking about, it's going to start with that hunger. It's going to start with that desire. That's where it's going to start. And then that work ethic. And we're going to take this thing to the top together. The momentum is about to just smack like you wouldn't even believe it. You're going to be laughing. Me, Kessler, a lot of people on this call, there's days when we're having momentum. We went from nothing. We went from, dude, we can't even get 3 guests on a call on our overview to all of a sudden over 100 people on the overviews. And we're laughing about how many people are going in the system. It's crazy. We just poured the energy out to AJ's team the other day, yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. We put in over 25 people in like 12 hours because it was pure energy. Those guys went crazy. It started with AJ saying, hey, this is what we're doing today. We're going all in. Anybody that wants to go all in, call me. Let's have a conversation and let's just go wild with this thing. And you don't have to be smart to make money. What am I even saying right now? I don't know. I'm just fired up. I am just excited to win because I've seen what's happened to a kid like me, a kid like Alex, a kid like Tage, a kid like Kessler, a kid like AJ change their entire life because they put in some energy for a season and blocked everything else out and just went crazy with it. So it's worth it, guys. This is the deal. There's no question about it. Light yourself on fire and go show everybody you know. Get your ticket for I Am Convention, and we'll go from there. Appreciate everybody for hopping on the call, and let's take this thing to the top, guys. We'll see you on the overview call at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Invite like your business, like your life depends on it, okay? Appreciate y'all. Let's get it. Peace.